Hi, this is your OBG here, just up for a short little video to show you guys the wonderful graciousness of God with another little rainstorm, another little storm system that might be in here for a few days actually. So we've already had, oh great, I had my chairs under the umbrella, but Tom had to come out here and put screens over the bottom of these bathroom fan vents because bees were coming in, and we graciously removed the bees without harming them, but now we have screens up. But the chairs got wet. Oh well, they'll dry out anyway. Oh yeah, so we've already had a 90-degree day, but now we're back to, I don't know, feels like below 50 to me. Anyway, just wanted to show you that actually it was just pouring rain and then it stopped. So hopefully this is how it's going to be. Little spurts of rain and the extension of spring, because we just, I don't know, I actually have sort of a feeling of PTSD from last summer because yeah, by May 5th, it was getting really hot. That's when a friend of ours came to stay for a long time, and it was so hot. I didn't go outside from about May 15th to October 15th. I mean, I kept track of it. It was so hot for so many days in a row and so early in the day. Couldn't even really go out early in the morning because, well, I'm not really that awake in the morning. I need a lot of time to wake up. But at night, it would be a pleasant, 80 degrees at 8 to 10 p.m. But, we don't have a lot of lights up around here outside yet, so there wasn't too much to do outside. Anyway, here I am today, just saying hi, and also asking you guys for prayer. I'm working really hard on the unionofallicons.com Shopify store, putting up probably way too many words, but I just felt like I needed to explain a lot of things. And I want to put a link to this YouTube channel on the site. But the other, so, that's going. So please pray for me that I find the perfect words, that God inspires me of what to put on the pages and the FAQs. Definitely going to encourage people to read everything on the site before they buy anything. Yeah, and we are also working with our new blow-up 800 square foot, I think, pretty big spray booth, which is now hanging up in the warehouse. And, it's really hard to have a perfectly clean room here. So even inside the new spray booth, which has like a little airlock space where you have to unzip, step in, zip, and then unzip the door going into the actual spray booth and zip that. But, a few hairs, and we even saw a fly in there once already. So I don't know, you guys. This warehouse is never going to be perfectly clean. Even the clean room we built, we were still struggling with some, sometimes things getting on the icons. But everyone's telling me that I am way more picky than anybody in the universe, but I don't know. So I'm going to actually put a little thing up on the Shopify store that'll sort of say, bear with us if you notice any slight imperfections. They won't be noticeable once you've hung your icon up on the wall and you're about 2 or 3 feet away from it. I mean, most of them are still perfectly perfect, but for those few that aren't, I don't know. You guys can tell me your opinion. Maybe I shouldn't say anything. And just pray and see if anybody tries to return one. I don't know. I think it's better to give people the upfront. Because also, I've been praying and I realized we don't have a business model here, you guys. We are not. Oh, good. You can hear the rain now. Sorry, I didn't notice that. We're not doing this to have a business. I mean, unless it's to have a business for God. And we're doing everything after praying and not really according to very many worldly ideas about what a business model or a business plan should be. Certainly the fact that my husband is building inventory of icons, it seems that that's pretty unheard of, not to take only custom orders. We'll see. Maybe the young people will like the fact that they can just go up there and buy it and it'll get there in a day or two. Anyway, so just pray for us, okay? And then the other thing is, we heard from our guy who's drawing up the plans for this plot over here of land, that we might be able to submit requests for permits for the little RV place pretty soon, like maybe next week. So we'll find out if, our dollars that we have earmarked for building this, if they're still worth enough to where we can buy all the materials and pay for the labor to get this little place built. And then there's lots of interesting good news, perhaps coming about St. Silouan's Monastery soon, but I'm not at liberty to speak about it yet. And here we go. Yeah, so people that stay in this RV park are also going to have to be told up front that we are in an industrial park and it might be a little noisy once in a while. But hopefully the people that come here to stay are going to be parking their RV and then taking off in their car that they've towed behind them and going off to Lake Don Pedro, Maloney's Lake, Dodge Ridge for skiing, snowboarding, and it's even open in the summer for mountain biking, and they have all kinds of events up there now. And there's Groveland, which has really cool a little town, and of course there's Columbia and Sonora and Jamestown, which are wonderful gold rush towns in themselves and have wonderful places to look at art, taste wine, drink beer, all kinds of stuff like that. And Yosemite, of course, in that direction. So we'll just see. I just have to keep a good attitude because I'm still dealing with my sort of awareness of infirmity and praying and reading a lot of St. Joseph the Hesychist on how to fight and struggle, and getting back to praying more to St. John of Shanghai and San Francisco, because he was my patron saint that got me into Orthodoxy. And I did have 2 dreams that he was in before I became Orthodox, or right around the time before I got baptized, I'm pretty sure. I have to look in my journal to see. But anyway, I'm working hard on the book too. So just keep praying for us, you guys, please. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a great day. And Lord, you can keep winter here for as long as you want. It's okay with me, and it's okay with Buddy. Oh, I'll have to make a video about Bear next because, he's not out today because it's raining, but my son and his girlfriend had taken him, and my son had taken him to his house to see on a trial basis. But the neighbor, this young man who basically grew up with my older daughters, my stepdaughters, he thought he would do us a big favor and shave a Great Pyrenees that's double coated, which you never do. So he doesn't look too glamorous right now. But we're taking him to the groomer Friday, and hopefully they can at least salvage something out of it. I did hear that once you shave a double-coated dog, it's never going to be the same for the rest of the dog's life. I'm praying that there's a miracle and that doesn't happen. Any of you who watch this whole video know about dog grooming and Great Pyrenees, you can put in the comments whether we're just going to pray. And yes, Dr. Crispy Johnson, I'm so glad you hopped up on here. Yes, poor Bear. I will make a video of him as soon as the sun comes, back out in a couple days. This might last here till Thursday, but maybe, I'll have to do a pre-video so I can show off how bad it is. I mean, the guy, I won't say his name, but I love him to death, and I've tried to witness to him about Jesus Christ, even back when I was a Roman Catholic, living downstairs in this huge house that my kids grew up in. I was in a basement cell. My adult kids lived above me with all their kids. That's before I got married to the former deacon. Yeah, this young man. So I love him, and I'm not going to embarrass or sadden him. See, when you're Orthodox, you have to deal with things in such a different way, like being assertive and setting boundaries and telling people what they can and can't do. I mean, sometimes you have to do that. But now that it's over and he shaved him, I'm not going to really say anything other than maybe gently, It's a really good idea to ask permission of somebody before you take a shaver to their dog who had a gorgeous coat. Gorgeous, too long, of course, but gorgeous. Anyway, so I'll make a little video before we get him groomed on Friday. But there's his whole left side is shaved down to the skin, so you can see pink, and it's really sad because he'll get sunburned. So luckily over there, under the olive trees where he stays all summer, is pretty shady. So hopefully he won't burn. I'll have to ask the groomer, and they'll probably try to comb out and wash, and get the rest of him trimmed, and then we'll have to wait for something to grow back, and then he'll have to be groomed again. But that's okay. I decided, it didn't work out for Bear to go and stay at my son's because apparently they have cats, indoor cats, and they were all excited about bringing Bear in at night so he could get a lot of love and cuddling. But apparently he's just too enthusiastic about playing with the kitties, and he's 142 pounds now, so it didn't work out for him to go inside. And of course my son works on a road crew, so he's not even home Monday through Friday. So we just decided it'd be better to bring Bear back here. And actually it was good because I realized how much I missed him, and no matter how big he is and how much work it is for us old people. I mean, my husband was falling down when he would try to move Bear at least 2 or 3 times and really injuring himself badly to the point where he had to go on some antibiotics for his thumb that got all cut up in the gravel when he fell 2 weeks ago. Anyway, so I'm trying to take on more of the duty of just moving Bear back and forth between his pen and his place under the olive trees. Anyway, all right, you guys. So I know I try to make these short, and then here it is. But I'm feeling like I'm catching up and telling you guys the news. So hopefully you'll find it interesting. And now I'm going to go work on some cleaning, and then I need to label and package some icons to move them off of the table and onto the shelf of inventory, because we did spray a whole bunch in our new spray booth. I think I put a video up of it. I'm not sure if I showed the icons of St. Elizabeth, a New Martyr, by Father Luke Dingman, and they came out mostly perfect. So Tom's only sprayed once, so he's got to work on perfecting the flow of the spray gun and his technique, and then pretty soon we'll have enough inventory. I have to get everything, he has to sand the back after it's dry and cured to get all the paint off the back if there is any. And then I label them and bag them, and then I put them on a shelf. So we're just moving closer, and I'll make sure I let you know when we are going to open for business. Right now there's a password on it, so you can't even look in the store because we activated it, so it's open if the password were taken off. But I have MailChimp attached to the to people who sign up there go sign up at Union of All Icons with your email, so you can get that email MailChimp blasts telling you when it's open and periodically updating you with news about what inventory is coming up to be available. We're going to try to plan to put inventory up there as important feast days and saints days come. So I'll be having to, stay very close to the calendar and the lives of the saints, which is good for me anyway, since we're doing this inventory stocking model, which no one else does. I haven't found a single icon website that doesn't make that ships from inventory. They're all custom, but they take weeks. Ours will be shipped like the same day. That'll be interesting. Maybe the young people will like it. We'll see. Okay, guys, 14 minutes and 25 seconds. I love you. Thank you. Take care. Good luck. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye.